Suswagatam, Namaskaram to all. We begin today's program, Pitradevo Bhava, tribute to Dr. Raghavan on his 45th Remembrance Day, with a prayer by Dr. V. Sumitra.
Agajanana Padmarkam Gajananam Aharnisham Anekadantam Bhaktanam Ekadantam Upasmahe Ya srishtihi srashturadya vahati vidhihutam ya haviryacha hotri yedve kalam vidhattaha yedve kalam vidhatta shruti vishaya guna ya sthita vyapya vishvam ya mahuhu sarva bija prakritiriti ya mahuhu sarva bija prakritiriti yaya praninaha pranavaltaha pratyakshabhih prapannaha pratyakshabhih prapannaha tanubhiravatu vastabhirashtabhih ishaha idam kavibhyaha purvebhyo namo vakam namo vakam prashasmahe vande mahichatam vacham amritam atmanah kalam valde mahi cha tam vacham amritam atmanah kalam tam vacham amritam atmanah kalam vande mahicha tam vacham amritam atmanah kalam.
You heard two shlokas, Nandi shlokas. The first one was from Shakuntalam. The second one was from Uttar Ramacharitam, about which our chief guest will be giving a beautiful lecture, which we eagerly look forward. Now we have a video presentation. Message has been sent by Dr. Sandhya Purecha, Chairman Sangeet Natak Academy, who herself is a Bharatanatyam exponent, teacher, choreographer, and Natya Shastra expert. You will be hearing to her message, wishing this function all success.
Namo Namaha. My pranamas to the august gathering that has united to celebrate one of the most remarkable scholars who has left an indelible mark on Indian history and culture, and whose legacy continues to inspire generations even today. I'm reminded of a beautiful verse that aptly describes Dr. V. Raghavanji. Vidwan sarvatra pujyate. If we were to identify a scholar who embodied the comprehensive understanding of Indian art and culture, it would undoubtedly be Dr. V. Raghavan. His monumental contribution extended beyond dance, encompassing fields such as Sanskrit, aesthetics, musicology, Indian classical and folk arts and culture, as well as ancient Indian Sanskrit treatises on dance and dramaturgy. Dr. V. Raghavan emerged as an unparalleled authority, historian, and a scholar in Indian art. His work, transcending geographical and linguistic boundaries. His scholarship was timeless, offering profound insights into both pre- and post-independence Indian art, dance, and culture. Through his meticulous analysis, Dr. Raghavan provided a comprehensive view of the evolution of Indian art and culture during the transformative of 1900s, leaving an indelible mark on the understanding of our heritage. Dr. Raghavan's book have personally been the fountainhead of a knowledge for me. His work on Abhinav Guptacharya's Abhinav Bharati was extremely critical at a time when there were discrepancies and disparities in the interpretation of the Natya Shastra and Abhinav Gupta's work. Another significant contribution was his illuminating work on Bhoja's Shringar Prakas. That was a treasure trove of a unique interpretations and information, like the aspect of rasa, on the large division of the Naikas, and many more. His short literary works and articles have been a joy for many avid readers at my college and also at the institutions. And of course, our library is rich with an enormous collection of works by luminary Dr. V. Raghavanji. Dr. V. Raghavan's prowess as an institution builder is truly inspirational, and I would like to applaud and appreciate my dear friend Nandini for keeping the sacred fire of learning and knowledge ignited at the Dr. V. Raghavan Center for Performing Arts and immortalizing Raghavan sir's work by the constant work that she has been doing in making his ocean of expertise available to the art connoisseurs and learners. On this occasion, the launch of 3 of Dr. V. Raghavanji's invaluable books, Bhoja's Shringar Prakasha's third revised and enlarged edition in English, monographs on King Bhoja, and Sanskrit writings on Shivaji will all serve as an insightful and an important resources for the next generation. I would like to congratulate the Dr. V. Raghavan Center for Performing Arts for organizing a fine celebration of the 45th Remembrance Day after Dr. V. Raghavanji's the most befitting presence of Professor Shri Nivas Varakiriji, an enlightened scholar himself. I wish you all a successful and enriching experience. Namaste. Jai Hind.
I now invite our chief guest, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Central Sanskrit University, Professor Srinivas Varakedi, Sri R. Kalidas, eldest son of Dr. Raghavan, to the dais. A hearty welcome to you, sir, from all of us at Dr. V. Raghavan Center for Performing Arts and on behalf of this esteemed audience. Before we commence the next program, I wish to invite our Vice Chancellor to present a memento to our Dr. V. Sumitra, who sang the prayer and who will be also singing for the play. Sumitra is a leading Carnatic musician, musicologist, Sanskrit scholar, member of the Sanskrit Ranga from 1987, and close associate of Dr. Raghavan Center and recipient of Yuva Puraskar of Central Sangeet Natak Academy. Thank you, sir. Once again, a warm welcome to all of you. Namaskarams, suswagatam. to the esteemed members of the audience, and to Professor Srinivas Barakedi, our esteemed guest for the evening, Honorable Vice Chancellor of Central Sanskrit University. I've taken his permission to talk in Tamil and in English because he understands Tamil, may not be able to speak, but we are at home with Tamil more. In Tamil Nadu, Tamil is better. Of course, I cannot speak in Sanskrit because, which is his passion. Dr. Raghavan Center, ellarku theriyum. Last 45 years we have been celebrating important occasions. One is Dr. Raghavan's birthday in August, which also happens to be Madras Day, August 22nd. And his Remembrance Day, April 5th. Actually, Dr. Raghavan passed away on a Ramanavami Day after delivering a very emotional lecture at the Kuppaswamy Shastri Research Institute for Ramanavami, and same night he passed away. But the English date is April 5th. So I keep observing that at our center annually. And this year is 45th year of his remembrance. Usually the center celebrates his memory with book publishing. Books were his passion and his life's mission. During his lifetime, he wrote over 120 books and more than 1,200 articles. யாரோட லைஃப்லையாவது இது சாத்தியமான, நான் அவரோட குழந்தையாக நின்று பார்க்கல, தள்ளி நின்று பார்க்குறேன். ஒரு அஸ்டானிஷிங் இண்டிவிஜுவல். இப்படி கூட ஒருத்தர் பண்ண முடியுமா? அவர் தூங்கியிருப்பாரா? அதெல்லாம் என்னை விட அண்ணா நன்னா சொல்லுவார். தூக்கங்கிறது செகண்டரி தான். ஆல்வேஸ் ரைட்டிங் வாஸ் ஹிஸ் மிஷன். அண்ட் த பேஷன் டு கன்வே த ரைட் மெட்டீரியல் டு தி following generation, that was his main aim. நல்ல விஷயங்கள் வீணா போகக்கூடாது, எல்லாருக்கும் போய் சேரணும், கரெக்ட் வெர்ஷன் இருக்கணும் அப்படிங்கிறது அவரோட ஃபைனாலிட்டி ஆஃப் ஹிஸ் நாலேஜ் ப்ராக்டிஸ். இன்றைக்கி நம்மளுடைய இந்த நிகழ்ச்சிக்கு ஒரு வருஷமும் ரொம்ப ஒரு பிரபலமாக இருக்கிறவா வருவா. இந்த வருஷம் நமக்கு வந்திருக்கிறது டாக்டர் ராகவனுடைய ஒரு கிராண்ட் சன்னு நான் சொல்லுவேன். ஏன்னா அவர் இருந்தால் எவ்வளோ சந்தோஷப்பட்டிருப்பாரோ அத்தனை வேலை இவர் பண்ணியிருக்கார் சம்ஸ்கிருதத்தில். அவரை பற்றி எழுதிக்கணும்னு பார்த்தேன், ரொம்ப எக்கச்சக்கமாக இருக்கு. கொஞ்சமாக ஆனாலும் அதுலேருந்து Professor Srinivas Barakedi is a distinguished academic, currently serving as the Vice Chancellor of Central Sanskrit University, New Delhi, a premier institution of higher education in Sanskrit. Throughout his career, he has held significant positions such as Vice Chancellor of Kavi Kulaguru Kalidas Sanskrit University, Gondwana University, Gadchiroli, where he played a pivotal role in obtaining an A+ grade accreditation for KKSU from NAAC. Professor Barakedi ji began his academic journey as a lecturer at Purna Pragya Vidyapith Sanskrit College and later served as a faculty member at Tirupati Rashtriya Sanskrit Vidyapith. He has been actively involved in various academic committees and national and international bodies, contributing to the development of Sanskrit education and research. His scholarly contributions extend to Sanskrit computational linguistics, Sanskrit pedagogy, e-repository for Sanskrit, research methodology of Shastras and philosophy of language. Professor Barakedi's dedication and expertise have earned him prestigious awards such as the Maharshi Badara and Vyas Samman, and Swami Chinmayananda Research Gold Medal. Furthermore, he has served as a visiting faculty member at various national level institutions and has participated in international conferences. Professor Varakediji's commitment to academic excellence is evident in his role in organizing numerous summer schools, workshops, conferences, where he delivers keynote addresses and special lectures. His multifaceted contribution to Sanskrit education, research, and scholarly discourse underscore his profound impact on the field and his unwavering dedication to advancing Sanskrit studies globally. This is an excerpt. There is so much. You can all go into the channels and read about him more. So we are very happy and proud to welcome him on this occasion. And we are also glad that he is going to deliver the special lecture and also witness a glimpse of our Sanskrit dramatic activity of Sanskrit Ranga, founded by Dr. Raghavan in 1958, for promoting and propagating Sanskrit on stage through authentic Sanskrit plays. We are extremely delighted, sir, with your presence and participation. As I mentioned earlier, I'm sure Dr. Raghavan is overjoyed today from heaven that one of finest scholar who can be happily deemed as the grandson of Dr. Raghavan, participating and giving us a rich experience today. Thank you, sir. A warm welcome to you. I request Shri R. Kalidas to honor our guest. We now move on to the book launch. On this occasion, we have two monographs which we are releasing. As I told you earlier, அப்பாவிடத்தில் வந்து பார்த்துட்டே இருந்தால் மேலே மேலே இருந்துகிட்டே இருக்குது. எப்போ எந்த இடத்துல நிறுத்த முடியும்னு பார்க்க முடியாதபடி அவ்வளோ ஒர்க்ஸ் பெண்டிங்காக இருக்குது. ஸோ அதுலேருந்து ரெண்டு மோனோகிராஃப், ஒன்று வந்து சத்ரபதி சிவாஜி பற்றி, இன்னொன்று வந்து அவருடைய ஃபேவரட் சப்ஜெக்ட் கிங் போஜா, அதை பற்றினது. மூணாவது அவரோட மேக்னம் ஆப்பஸ் 1978, 11 months before he passed away, he had revised his this work called Sringara Prakasha of King Bhoja, which deals on poetics and aesthetics, which was a treatise which had traveled with him all through his life, right from his research scholarship. ஸோ எப்போவும் எங்கள் அம்மாட்ட சொல்லுவார், ஒன்றை விட எனக்கு ஸ்ருங்கார பிரகாஷா தான் ஜாஸ்தி நாள் கூட என் கூட இருந்திருக்கு அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவேன். That book was finally enlarged and a third revised edition appeared 11 months before he passed away. And after that, it was out of print for a long time. Now it has been reprinted. So many people who are joyed are all youngsters who are using it. ஃபாதருக்கு வந்து தன்னோட ஒர்க்லேருந்து யங்ஸ்டர்ஸ் வந்து எடுத்துட்டு டைவர்ஜென்ட் வியூஸ் எடுத்து அந்த ஒர்க்கெல்லாம் ப்ரொசீட் பண்ணோம். அதுதான் எப்போவும் சொல்லுவார், எல்லோரும் வாசிங்கோ, எல்லோரும் நன்னா வாசிங்கோ அப்படிம்பார். சரியாக வாசிக்க மாட்டேங்கிறான், நன்னா வாசி அப்படிம்பார். அந்த புஸ்தகம் வாசிக்கிற அந்த ஒரு ஹேபிட்டை பற்றி அவருக்கு ஹி ஹேட் கிரேட் ஃபெய்த். ஸோ இந்த புக்குக்கு வந்து அவ்வளோ ஒரு அப்பீல் இருக்குது. அதாவது எத்தனை வருஷம் ஆகுது, 78க்கு அப்புறம் கொஞ்சம் காப்பீஸ் இருந்ததெல்லாம் விற்றதுக்கப்புறம் நிறைய வருஷமாக அது அவுட் ஆஃப் பிரிண்ட்டாக இருக்குது. அது ஒரு பெரிய 1000 பேஜ் உண்டான புக்கு அது. அதை படித்தா அதில் எப்படி போஜன் வந்து அதில் என்னெல்லாம் கவர் பண்ணியிருக்காரோ அது அத்தனையும் இவர் வந்து அதுக்கு மேலே ஆராய்ஞ்சு அதை அனலைஸ் பண்ணி எழுதியிருக்கார். அந்த துறையிலே படிக்கிறவளுக்கு அந்த புஸ்தகத்துடைய வேல்யூ நல்லா தெரியும். அஃப்கோர்ஸ் Srinivasa Varakedi will be able to say a few words more about it. I request Professor Srinivasa Varakedi to launch the book. இந்த ஸ்ருங்கார பிரகாஷை பற்றி நீங்கள் சமீபத்தில் பேப்பரில் பார்த்துருக்கலாம். அந்த ஆர்கியலாஜிக்கல் எக்ஸ்கவேஷன் ஆரம்பிச்சிருக்கேங்க மறுபடியும். ஐம் ஷுவர் ப்ரொஃபஸர் வில் ஃபைண்ட் அ லாட் ஆஃப் மெட்டீரியல். இதில் வந்து டாக்டர் ராகவன் முதலையே அங்கே இருந்த வாக்தேவியுடைய சிலை அது எங்கே இருந்தது அதெல்லாம் பற்றி நிறைய டிஸ்கிரிப்ஷன் ஃபோட்டோஸ் எல்லாம் கொடுத்துருக்கார். ப்ளஸ் அந்த மோனோகிராஃபில் அவர் எழுதியிருக்கார் பர்டிகுலராக எப்படி 1951 when he went to Oxford, he went to the British Museum and as a homage he stood in front of Vagdevi's statue which has been taken away. இப்போ நிறைய ஆர்டிஃபேக்ட்ஸ் கொண்டு வந்துன்னு இருக்கா. நிச்சயம் அதே வாக்தேவி வந்து இந்த போஜசாலையில் வந்து இருப்பா. அதுக்கு ஸ்ரீனிவாச வரக்கேடிஜி மாதிரி இருக்கிறவா இந்த நிறைய முனைஞ்சு, ஏன்னா அப்பாவோட ஒர்க்கு வந்து ரொம்ப ஆத்தென்டிக் ரெஃபரன்சஸ் இருக்கிறது அந்த ஒரு பர்டிகுலர் விஷயத்துக்கு. கிங் போஜனை டாக்டராக அவன் அனலைஸ் பண்ண மாதிரி நீ யாராவது பண்ணியிருப்பாளான்னு தெரியாது. இந்த ஸ்ருங்கார பிரகாஷம் வந்து ஹார்வர்ட் ஓரியண்டல் சீரீஸில் அவர் காலமாற சமயத்தில் முடித்தது. சான்ஸ்கிரிட் எடிஷன் அங்கே பப்ளிஷ் ஆகிருக்குது, கிரிட்டிக்கல் எடிஷன். ஸோ அதை இதனுடைய பல ஃபேசட்ஸும் அவர் ஆராய்ஞ்சு பார்த்து போட்ட புக் அது. தேங்க்யூ வெரி மச் சார் ஃபார் launching these books. I request you, sir, now to give mementos to our actors who are going to present a scene from Shakuntalam later. I call them now. I first would like to acknowledge and thank profusely Sri K.N. Ramaswamy, Director, Bharati Vidya Bhavan. மாமா வந்து ரொம்ப ஒரு சௌலபியம்னா அவரை தான் சொல்லணும். இந்த மாதிரி பண்ணுறேன்னொன்னே இந்த ஹால் உனக்கு ஃப்ரீ, இன்றைக்கி எடுத்துக்கோ, நீ இது யார் சொல்வா. அந்த மாதிரி சம்ஸ்கிருதத்துக்கு இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு சப்போர்ட் இருக்கிறதே ஒரு பெரிய விஷயம். அவரை வந்து மேடையில் ஒரு சின்ன ஆனர் பண்ணணும் அப்படின்னு கூப்பிடுறேன்னா. In the last about a decade, I have had the great support of Mr. Divakar of CompuPrint, who has been helping me in bringing out many of the publications, originals, compilations, editions, and of course reprint. The Sringara Prakasa was a challenge to him to scan all the 1,000 pages. He has been doing an excellent work and giving me very good result. I thank him at this point of time. Kindly, please, Mr. Divakar, come and accept a small memento from us. இன்றைக்கி நமக்கு ஆடியன்ஸில் ஒரு பெரிய வித்வத் சதஸ்ங்கிற பாவத்தை உண்டு பண்ணியிருக்கிற நம்முடைய பிரம்மஸ்ரீ கிருஷ்ணமூர்த்தி சாஸ்திரிகள். அனந்த கோட்டி நமஸ்காரம் அவருக்கும் பிரேமா மாமிக்கும். அவர் இங்கே வந்திருந்து இவெல்லாம் சம்ஸ்கிருத துறையில் ஒன்றுக்கு ஒன்று ரொம்ப பரிச்சயமானவா. அவ்வளோ மூத்த ஒரு பண்டிதர் நமக்கு வந்திருக்கிறது. எங்கள் அப்பாவுக்கு எங்கள் அண்ணாக்கெல்லாம் ரொம்ப ஆப்தமானவர். அவரை வந்து ஆடியன்ஸில் போய் ஆனர் பண்ணணும்னு வைஸ் சான்சலர் அவர்களை கேட்டுக்கிறேன் நான். Mami. It's now time to invite my very dear colleagues in the Sanskrit Ranga. இந்த டீம் என்னோட இருக்கிறவா ரொம்ப வருஷமாக இருந்தாச்சு. அவள் இல்லைன்னா இந்த சம்ஸ்கிருத ரங்கா இவ்வளோ நாள், இந்த வருஷம் 65வது வருஷம் சம்ஸ்கிருத ரங்காக்கு. இன்றைக்கி நீங்கள் பார்க்க போகிறது ஒரு ஸ்மால் எக்ஸப்ட் ஃப்ரம் ஷாகுந்தலம். பட் அவர் மேஜர் பிளே பகவத ஜுக்கியம் இஸ் கம்மிங் அப் வெரி ஷார்ட்லி இன் அபவுட் 2 months and Professor Varakedi ji has already accepted to be chief guest on that occasion also. I invite one by one all my actors. Sri Prakash Kaushik, he has been there from 1986. Prakash is Vedic exponent and Sanskrit teacher at DAV Boys High School. Srimati Sushma Ranganathan from 1986. She is a Bharatanatyam artist and CEO Surang Studios. Sri P.G. Subramanian from 1987. He is Principal Rajaji Vidyashram Schools of Bharati Vidya Bhavan. Formerly also Sanskrit teacher in Shivaswami Kalalaya. Dr. P. Ramachandrasekhar from 1997. Sanskrit scholar, co-founder Bharat Ke Wow, project head Siddhanta Knowledge Foundation, and close associate of Dr. Raghavan Center. Dr. V. Santosh from 1997, Sanskrit scholar and Jyotisha exponent. Srimati Shyamala Srivatsan from 2018, teacher at Vidya Mandir School and a theatre artist. I also acknowledge gratefully the orchestral support of Vidwan Mudigundan Sri R. Ramesh and Sri K.R. Venkata Subramanya on percussive support. We now move on to, sir, please. Sri Shivaramakrishnan, one of our actors, I'm sorry, I just missed out. He's a Sanskrit teacher, Vidya Mandir School. He is presently acting now. Now I wish to move on to, sir, please. Wish to move on to Sahiti Saurabha. The concept behind this annual lecture series, which I titled as Sahiti Saurabha, is mainly to promote younger generation of researchers. In the last 6 years, we have had several young research scholars who are very prominent and talented in their own chosen fields. முதல் லெக்சர் வந்து டாக்டர் வி சுமித்ரா கேவ் சம்ஸ்கிருதம் அண்ட் சங்கீதம் அப்படின்னு பேசினா. அதுக்கப்புறம் வேதிக் ஆஸ்பெக்ட்ஸ்லாம் பிரகாஷ் கௌஷிக், அப்புறம் டாக்டர் ஜெயராமன், எம் ஜெயராமன். அதுக்கப்புறம் அந்த நிருத்த ரத்னாவளி, நிறைய பேர் வந்து அப்பாவுடைய டெக்ஸ்ட்டை வச்சு தான் இந்த லெக்சர் ஒரு வேரியஸ் டாபிக்ஸ் எடுத்துன்னு பண்ணினா. அதில் டாக்டர் ஸ்வர்ணமல்யா கணேஷ் வந்து நிருத்த ரத்னாவளிங்கிற டெக்ஸ்ட் எடுத்துட்டு reconstruction of the dance repertoire according to that text, how it has evolved and it has traveled through. அதை பற்றி பேசினா. அப்புறம் 2 லெக்சர் வந்து ஒன்று டாக்டர் பி ராமச்சந்திரசேகர், ஒன்று வந்து சர்வதேவ விலாசம்னு சென்னையை பற்றி, சென்னை அண்ட் சரௌண்டிங் பற்றி ஒரு ரேர் மேனஸ்கிரிப்ட் which டாக்டர் ராகவன் discovered in the அடையார் library in the early 40s. அந்த சர்வதேவ விலாசம் என்னென்ன கோவில்கள் யார் தர்மகர்த்தால இருந்தாலும் அந்த மாதிரி ரொம்ப ஒரு இன்ட்ரெஸ்டிங் மேனஸ்கிரிப்ட் அது. இட் ஹஸ் கம் அவுட் இன் புக் ஃபார்ம் அண்ட் ஐ ஹவ் அகெயின் ரீப்ரிண்டட் இட் ஆஃப்டர் மெனி இயர்ஸ். அதை பற்றி ஒரு டாப்பிக்கும், இப்போ லாஸ்ட் இயர் வந்து திருவாரூரில் இருக்கிற மியூசிக் அண்ட் டான்ஸ் இன்ஸ்கிரிப்ஷன்ஸ் பற்றி அந்த 2 டாப்பிக்கும் டாக்டர் ராமச்சந்திரசேகர். அதுக்கு யங்குன்னு எதுக்கு சொன்னேன்னா, இன்றைக்கி நமக்கு வந்திருக்கிற வைஸ் சான்சலர் ரொம்ப யங் மேன் தான், ரொம்ப பொருத்தமான ஒரு சாய்ஸ். பட் வித் எக்ஸ்ட்ராடினரி அகாடமிக்ஸ் எக்ஸலன்ஸ் அண்ட் ரெப்யூட்டேஷன் அண்ட் அ மேன் ஆஃப் கிரேட் ஸ்டாண்டிங் அண்ட் நாலேஜ். அவர் வந்து இன்றைக்கி உத்தரராமச்சரித்தே பவபூதிர் விசிஷ்யத்தே, அதாவது உத்தரராமச்சரித்திரத்தின் மூலமாக பவபூதிங்கிற அந்த கிரேட் பொயட்டோட பெருமைகளை அவர் இங்கிலீஷில் கொஞ்சம் நகை பேசுகிறேன்னு சொன்னார். அந்த லெக்சர் நம்ம கேட்கலாம். அந்த சமயத்தில் எனக்கு இது ஞாபகம் வருது. 60s வந்து ஃபாதர் கேவ் அ வெரி பியூட்டிஃபுல் லெக்சர் ஆன் போய்ட் பவபூதி இன் தி ஆல் இண்டியா ரேடியோ. ஐ ஸ்டில் ரிமெம்பர் இட். அப்போல்லாம் சான்ஸ்கிரிட் மேகசின் ப்ரோக்ராம்னு டாக்டர் ராகவன் தான் அதுக்கு இன்சார்ஜாக ப்ரொடியூசராக இருந்தார். அப்போது அதுக்கப்புறம் எனக்கு ஞாபகம் இருக்கிறது 65 to 67 மை சிஸ்டர் பிரேமதா, அவர் வந்து பிரேமதாவை தனக்கு வாரிசாவே ட்ரெயின் பண்ணினார். எல்லா ஆஸ்பெக்ட்ஸ்லையும் சம்ஸ்கிருதம் மேஜர் எடுத்துட்டு ஷி வாஸ் அ கோல்டு மெடலிஸ்ட். அண்ட் மோனோ ஆக்டிங்க்கு அவளை ரொம்ப நல்லா ட்ரெயின் பண்ணார். உத்தரராமச்சரித்திலேருந்து சில சீன்ஸை மை ஃபாதர் ஹிம்செல்ஃப் enacted and they were rehearsing. And Premada got the first prize and a rolling shield for Queen Mary's College. I still remember those. I don't remember the dialogues, but it was such an emotional thing. அவரே நடிச்சு காமிப்பார். ஆல் இண்டியா ரேடியோவில் கூட he acted as Kanva and Premada was Shakuntala. அதெல்லாம் unforgettable because how much interest he showed in every aspect of Sanskrit language was, experienced by all the 4 of us children in the family. And Premada was really true disciple of father. So Uttaramacharitamna adu mukkiyama enakku nyabagam varudhu. We will be hearing more about the importance of the poet and his excellent work through the lecture of our chief guest. I invite you, sir. Thank you so much for accepting to be presenting this year's lecture series.
ಸರ್ವೇಭ್ಯೋ ನಮೋ ನಮಃ. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ವಣಕ್ಕಂ. ಭವತಿ ಯದನುಭಾವಾತ್ ಏಡಮೂಕೋಪಿ ವಾಗ್ಮಿ ಜಡಮತಿರಪಿ ಜಂತುರ್ಜಾಯತೆ ಪ್ರಾಜ್ಞಮೌಲಿಃ ಸಕಲವಚನ ಚೇತೋ ದೇವತಾ ಭಾರತಿ ಸಾ ಮಮ ವಚಸಿ ನಿಧತ್ತಾಂ ಸನ್ನಿಧಿಂ ಮಾನಸೇ ಚ. ಇದಂ ಕವಿಭ್ಯಃ ಪೂರ್ವೇಭ್ಯಃ ನಮೋ ವಾಕಂ ಪ್ರಶಾಸ್ಮಹೇ. ವಂದೇ ಮಹಿ ಚ ತಾಂ ವಾಣೀಂ ಅಮೃತಾಂ ಆತ್ಮನಃ ಕಲಾಂ. Respected audience, I am thrilled to release the rare book of our century, composed, edited by Dr. V. Raghavan, that is Shringara Prakasha. I am also honored to deliver a lecture in his memory in this great hall of Bharati Vidya Bhavan where learned audience are present. Professor Krishnamurti Shastrigal is present here. Many great musicians, practitioners, great thinkers. Srimati Nandini Akka and many others are present who are very familiar with the story of Ramayana and the whole life. You are celebrating Ramayana. What is new here? What can I offer as a new idea? Taeva padasanghataha taevartha vibhutayah tathapi navyam bhavati kavyam grathana kaushalat kavehi grathana kaushalat. I think I'm reorganizing the same story. It is not my art. It is the art of great kavis like Bhavbhuti. Today we are celebrating the 45th memory of great scholar of our times, Dr. Raghavan, I never dreamt. Professor Raghavan, for us, for all Sanskrit students, is like Dhruva Tara. We cannot reach Dhruva Tara. We cannot become Dhruva Tara. But we can keep Dhruva as our sign of right direction. It gives us right direction. It inspires us. It shows us direction in the dark. Today, if we talk about the India's glory, our nation's glory, in terms of knowledge, the knowledge which gives us a lot of pride, that knowledge is reorganized, reoriented in modern times by Professor Raghavan. He was a traditional scholar, he was also a modern scholar. We find many modern scholars who distort the tradition. But Professor Raghavan is such a scholar who decorated the tradition with modern terms. He bridged the gap between the practice and the theory. We have theorists. We claim many beautiful theories are present in our Shastras. We never look at the practice. And there are practitioners, great practitioners in music and dance. We never connect the theory with the practice, and sometimes we need to re-look into the theories from the viewpoint of a practice. Either we need to correct the practice, or we need to correct the theories, or we need to understand the theories in perfect way, looking at the practice. Many a times it is missing. Today we have a light in terms of Raghavan's books, the treasure, which we can consider as a great treasure for our tradition to bridge the gap between the practice and theories. I'm a Nayayika, so my mind goes with logic. And sometimes I become Sahityika, just to enjoy myself, to read the texts, to read the great poets. My arguments may sometimes hurt others, but it is not to hurt anyone, but to engage with the dialogue. We are Rama Bhaktas. This year we celebrated Bhagavan Shri Ram in greater way. All of us went to Ayodhya. Ram came back after long vanvas in his own place. We celebrate Raghava. So I'm also ardent Bhakta of Ram. I'm only advocate here. I never try to condemn anyone. But when we look at Ramayana, the great poem, great Adi Kavya, and from there when we read many kavyas like Kalidasa's Raghuvamsha and then Uttara Ramacharitam, so when we come across many questions about Rama's behavior, then we need an answer. We need an answer in a poetic way. We are Indians. We are not interested in history. We are interested in stories. We need to create stories, not the histories. Let history remain as it is, but we want beautiful stories to tell others. And Uttara Ramacharitam is such a story, beautiful story, that reveals the inner core love of Rama towards Sita. And that is, we are missing if we, what happens when we go away from Sanskritam and we are missing such great messages. Today we will, I think in the memory of Raghavan, what he gave a message to us by staging such beautiful plays in front of public, Sanskrit plays in front of public, he gave a message to us to re-look into, see our ancient literature and learn something. Today I am going to present a simple story. We understand that Rama is great Adi Purusha and Dharma Purusha. Ramo Vigrahavan Dharmaha. And he is a perfect king. He is a perfect husband. He is a perfect. We can see the perfection. We imagine the perfection once we read the beginning shlokas of Ramayana. If you look at Ramayana in the beginning, Rama is projected, painted as a great, perfect person. He is not only a man, he is a superman. And we also worship Ram as God. In this hall, let us keep God Ram outside, okay? We don't have any God Ram here. There is no Lord Ram. So Ram has, according to Ramayana story, has committed some mistakes. Does anyone take his side to advocate for him? Today we are living in an age where women empowerment and women, people take the pride of advocacy of women are deprived of their rights and all that, lot of arguments we hear. But can we look at the inner side of Rama, what he has felt, whether it was a mistake or something else? We need to once again read I have read all the three, Ramayana, and then again Kalidasa, and again Uttara Ramcharita. Then I wanted to place some of the ideas before you. Only two events I take for discussion. One event, all of us, as you know, at the end of Yuddha Kanda, when the entire Yuddha is over, Ravana is killed, and Sri Ram, gives all his kingdom to Vibhishana, and Vibhishana is now king, and that is the situation. What happens? Meanwhile, I read a couple of shlokas from Ramayana, which sometimes, makes us very, painful. We feel pain there. See, for example, what happens? After this great victory, what do we expect from Ram? Ram may call now, or Ram may rush to see Sita. That was my expectation, because all the endeavor of Ram was to find out Sita, to see Sita, to get her back. Normally anyone expects that he should go and rush to Lanka and see Sita in her own place. But what happens? The story has, I think most of the people sometimes may not have read Ramayana. This is the original Ramayana. What happens when everything is over? He is not in a hurry to see Sita. He is just delaying, postponing the thing. It was observed by Hanuman, great Hanuman. Okay, he says, he reminds Rama, now it is time to see Sita. It is who saw Sita and who brought her Chudamani to Ram, and he is a brahmacharyan. He should not have understood the heart of a lady, but he understands. He says, now it is time to see our Sitamma. Then Ram did not spell anything. He says, okay. Instead of speaking to Hanuman, he says to Vibhishana, what happens, Vibhishana, then you bring her here. And with, I read the shlokas, Eva mukto Hanumata Ramo dharmabhrutam varaha. Hanuman says, Yennimittoyam arambhaha. Yennimittoyam arambhaha karmanancha phalodaya. For what reason you have fought this great yuddha, then now the time has come, you should see Sita. Tam devim shoka samtaptan maithilim drashtumarhasi. Then Rama, eva mukto Hanumata Ramo dharmabhrutam varaha agachat sahasa dhyanam. He went to deep meditation. He just sat, closed his eyes, and Ishad Bashpa Paripluta. Some small tears came into his eyes. Dirgha Mushtancha Nishvasya. Medini Mavaloken. Now he is not looking at Hanuman. See the difference. He is looking at Bhumi. I mean, sometimes, if something is there in our mind, we don't look at anybody's eyes. We look at down. We speak. That's the situation of Ram. He says, he tells Vibhishana, bring her with all alankarana. Okay? With all alankarana. And then Divyangaragam Vaidehim, Divyabharana Bhushitam, Ihasitam Shirasnatam, Upasthapayam Acharam. He orders like, king. He says, you bring her. In fact, it was not expected by Ram, as a husband. But still, okay. Now Vibhishana goes and he rushes to his king, palace, and then gets everything ready, and then he brings her. After bringing, he is cleaning all persons. What Vibhishana did is he told all his Sainikas to remove everyone and make this place, ekanta, so that both husband and wife may meet and discuss. Okay, now everything go back. When he was avoiding others, then there was a noise. Ram says, why are you stopping others here? All these are my people. Like great man. Okay, he is saying, all these are my people, don't avoid them. Nivartayena mudyogam janoyam sajano mama. What is there if they are present here? Let them be here. I want to see Sita in front of everyone. Hare, you are after a long time, you are seeing your wife and she is coming to you. She wants to express her own pain and you are not looking at her. You are saying that let everyone be here. Saisha yuddhagata chaiva kritshe chamahati sitani. And now everyone is standing astonished, and then now Rama was very much like a mad. He says, Eshasi nirjita bhadre shatrum jitvar mayarane. I have killed my shatru and you are back here. Paurushad yadunushteyam tadayatad upavayitam. I have done to my enemy whatever I have to do. My Paurusha. And he is not telling that I have done all this for you, which was the fact. He is hiding the fact. He is saying that I have not done it for you. I have done because no one should say later that the kings of Ayodhya have lost their wife to a Rakshasa in his Vanavasa time. No, I don't want to hear that. Therefore, I have done whatever is to be done by a king of Ayodhya. So he says, now see, Daiva sampadito roshaha manushena mayajitaha. Daiva have snatched you, but I have done as a manusha, I have done my job and I have completed it. I am satisfied. I am satisfied by winning the king, winning the Lanka, destroying Ravana. That was my goal, not you. Nirjita jivalokasya tirnas suhurdam viryat nat tvadartham maya krita. That again he is saying, no, he is hiding, that's okay. But he says, nat tvadartham maya krita. I have not done this for you. In front of everyone. He is rejecting. It is real. So far, Sita was, thinking that Ram is coming only for me here, all the way to Lanka. And she was happy. Even though she was in others, Ravana's residence, she was uncomfortable, but she was happy because Ram is coming. For her, he is raging war. And now, all of a sudden, her heart has broken. Natvadartham maya krita. Kappumanhi kule jata striyam paragrahoshitam. So nobody wants to take her wife back, from a place where you have resided. No, I don't want. You are free to go anywhere. I have let you free. Like, people say divorce. Don't break your heart. This is the Ramayana story. And great Valmiki never says anyatha. So it is not mithya. Okay? Ramayana is true. Now the question comes, why all this is done by Rama and great Rama, and he can do this. He could have said that you go and show me your purity, and she would have done that happily. But he is hurting her. He is hurting Sita to that extent that she cannot live further. See, this is the time when he did Sita Parityaga in the second time after Abhisheka. That time he had a great trust. Now he is leaving her. He is abandoning her without any reason. Now what does Sita do? And I don't read all those slokas. She says, Madadhinantu yattanme hridayam tvai vartate. Rama, whatever you are saying, I don't understand. I'm not getting. But so far I'm pure. And I can't say where my body went. Paradhineshu gatreshu kinkarishya manishvara. My body is not in my hand. It is taken away. But my heart is in my hand. It is not taken by anyone. It is with me. Tat tanme hridayam tavivartate. I have submitted this heart to you. Yadyaham tena vijnata hatasmi. See, so far I was thinking that I can live only to see you. If you are abandoning me, you are leaving me, you don't want me, what is there in my life? So with these words, Mama bhaktischa sheelancha sarvam te prishtata kritam. So you have not abandoned me, you have abandoned my bhakti, my sheela, everything. Na pramani kratah panihi balle balena piditaha. It is Sita. Sita is very bold and she says all these things because she was hurt. Then everybody was stunned and everybody was looking at her. What is happening here? Then Agni, what happens now? She jumped into Agni, then Agni Shodha happens, then she comes back and Agni says she is very pure. So no, and it was, an evidence was given to the public, say that she is very pure. And Sita knew and Rama knew and they both went happily, and that was the story. But here, very interesting part is, what is the inner feeling of Rama? When he was also hurt actually. As a man, he was hurt. Harsho dainyancha shokascha trayam raghavam avishat. When you see his, that situation, when he wanted to see Sita, and Sita was kept in enemy's residence, and he was unable to, get her back. That was the situation. Dainya anubhuti is very bad situation for a Veera. Dainya. And he was happy to see her, but at the same time feeling of dainya, and that rosha has not come down. Even after killing Ramana, his rosha was not coming down. That is still continuous. That is still continuing. That was the feeling. Therefore, he was unable to control his feelings. He said something, and even she could understand that, and they both went happy. There, what is the situation? This situation is, when I read Raghuvamsha, very interestingly, in Raghuvamsha, what Kalidasa does to the situation. Raghupatirapi jatavedo vishuddham pragrihya priyam. In one sentence, he completes this entire event. That means Kalidasa did not want to describe and discuss entire event. He wanted to avoid the entire event from his poem. 14 sargas he writes in Rama stories very elaboratively, but Sache Kalidasa, suddenly he skips with this entire event with one line. Jata Vedo Vishuddham Sitam Parigrihya Raghupatirapi Jagama. Single line. That means Kalidasa could not manage this event. He wanted to avoid, because he thought that this event we cannot advocate for Rama. According to Kalidasa, Ram might have committed some mistake. Therefore, he just avoids. Not only he avoids, you can see in another occasion, when Valmiki comes and picks up Sita to his ashrama, when second time Sita was abandoned in Valmiki ashrama, then Valmiki was very much unhappy, and he was angry towards Rama, and he says, this is Kalidasa, Utkhata lokatraya kantakepi satya pratigne pevikathanepi tvam pratyakasmat kalusha pravritto asteva vanyur bharatagrajemi. I have great anger towards Rama. It is Kalidasa saying. I can't avoid anger towards Rama, because he is a great warrior. He is a great king. He removed the entire Rakshasa Kula, avoided. Utkhata lokatraya kan satya pratignepi. He keeps his word. He stands for his words. Avikathanepi. He never boasted himself. Great personality. But tvam prati, sitam prati, akasmat, without any reason, kalusha pravritto, he committed some mistake. Therefore, I have anger for him. I don't accept him. This is the statement given by Kalidasa for Rama. That means somewhere Kalidasa avoided these stories. He says, this is not the correct behavior of Rama towards Sita. That is the whole, understand we can call it. But poets should take such challenges. Only and only Bhavabhuti took this challenge. He took this challenge and re-described the whole story of Rama. And he says how Rama has beautiful, wonderful love for Sita, and Sita also loves Rama, and there is no distance between them, and how to understand these both events, both situations. That is where I say sometimes, Kavibhyam varjito Ramaha, Rakshito Bhavabhutina. Now, Bhavabhuti has protected Rama. Bhavabhuti, entire Uttara Ramacharita, if you read, you can really protect Rama from all these allegations. So that is the beauty of this Uttara Ramacharita play. One more example I would like to give you. See, in Uttara Ramacharita is the story of Uttarakanda, Uttarakanda of Ramacharita, where Rama comes back, and after that he again leaves Sita to Valmiki place, and then he lives alone for long, 14,000 years, and then he leaves the place. There, in Uttarakanda Charita, we need not worry about whether Uttarakhanda is real or not. That sort of discussion we are not taking. But we should see in Ramayana Uttarakhanda, Rama says, when apapam Maithilim, he wanted to abandon her because his kingdom did not want to maintain her at home. Therefore, antaratma cha me veti sitam shuddham yasasvini. Rama says, antaratma cha ma veti. My inner Sakshi understands. Sita is Shuddha, Yashasvini. Tato grihitvam vaidihim ayodhyam aham agataha. Akirtir nindate daivaihi, kirtir lokeshu pujyate, kirtirthantu samarambhaha, sarvesham samahatmanam. Every king has to, it is his duty to maintain the kirti of his vamsha. Then as the son of Dasharatha, it is my duty. I am not just a husband of Sita. I am king of this Ayodhya. That is my duty. I have to maintain this role. Therefore, apyaham jivitam jahyam. He says, I am prepared to live my jivana, life. Yushman va bharatarshava. I can even abandon you people. He is addressing his brothers. Lakshmana and Bharata, I don't care if everyone says, my people say you should be abandoned, I do it with all happiness. Apavada bhayad bhita, there should not be any apavada. Kim punarjanakatmajam. What is there to leave my wife's Janakatmaja? I do it. See the word. Somewhere, again, it's the word from, it's a statement of Rama. He says, I can, quit my life. I can leave you. For the purpose of Kirti, I can even leave Sita. Even, that means she is at the end. She is last preference. Okay? This is the arrangement I'm saying. As a kavya, how do you, paraphrase the statement of a king? How do you paraphrase? How do you create the dialogue? That's very important. Sometimes, I don't know, I don't have any problem with Ramayana, but in Ramayana also, apyaham jivitam jashya kim punarjanakatmajam. It's okay, Sita is last for me. Sometimes we say, no, last but not least, but she is least here. She is last and least also. Tasmad bhavantah pashyantu patitam shokasa. And he left Sita and Sita goes back. And the same situation, Sita Parityaga Prasanga, in Kalidasa, I just read the shloka. Nischitya chananya nivritti vachyam, nischitya chananya nivritti vachyam, tyagena patnyah parimashtumaichit. He decided to leave her. Why? There is no other way for him. Nischitya ananya nivritti vachyam. This apavada has to be avoided. Only to avoid that, he has to leave Sita. Then he says, apisvadehat kimutendriyarthat yashodhananam hi yashogriha. This statement is very famous, yashodhananam hi yashogriha. Everyone, praise this. Kalidasa is great poet. Yashodhananam hi yashogriha. Yashodhana. The people who are, the kings who are yashodhanas should maintain yashas than anything else. Apisvadehat. They have to leave their swadeha also. Shibi left his body for the purpose of great, yashas. Apisvadehat. Kimuta indriyarthat. Sita indriyartha. Sometimes slip of tongue. Kalidasa's statement about Sita, indriyartha. Sometimes I am astonished. Is this statement by Kalidasa? Apisvadehat kimuta indriyarthat. his wife Indriyartha. But this is sometimes, I don't know, even Mahakavi's slip of tongue, something happens if Vagdevata Anugraha is not there. Yashodhananam yashogriyaha. Before that, you should read that line, apisvadehat kimutendriyarthat, which is, I think it's a very discriminative and very disgusting comment for a lady. And then Rama in Bhavbhuti. The same situation again arises in Bhavbhuti. The same situation. Rama and Sita both are, enjoying their life in palace. Then Lakshmana takes them to a museum where the entire story of Rama is depicted by Chitra Darshananka. Okay, there are the beautiful paintings are kept and in line, and they went to see them because many of did not know what happened in Vanavasa. Therefore, the paintings were created, and they are looking at the painting. Suddenly, what happens? That they go one by one. At one point of time, the situation comes where Sita is taken away by Ravana. That situation comes. He says, "I'm stunned here." His heart breaks. Now, that situation you have to see how Rama expresses that. "Stop here, I don't want to see this." Now, that's the expression by Rama. He says, for sneham, somebody says, Rama, you should know, lokaradhana, your dharma is lokaradhana, you should do it. Then he says, sneham dayancha saukhyancha yadiva janaki mapi aradhanaya lokasya munchatmo nasti me vetha. I don't have any problem. I don't have any pain. I don't have any grief to live. Anything in life, even life. Sneham, anybody's, sneha. Daya. Even swasukha, I'm prepared to leave. I'm prepared to quit. Ediva janaki mapi. If you ask me to leave Sita, I'm prepared. Okay, see this. Sita is not at the last. Sita is first. I am prepared to leave my sneha, daya, everything. Even if you say Sita, then I am prepared. Sita is more than his prana. That is the beauty of a statement given by Rama. Idiva janaki mapi munchato nasti me vetha. Because aradhana lokasya. Lokaradhana is my kartavya. I am prepared to do that. Now, how Sita feels to listen to this, okay? Sometimes, even if you can leave a lady, abandon a lady, but while sending her, I am very much pained to send you for 3 days. And she is so happy, okay? Husband, when he leaves her, for 3-4 days at her mother's place, even for 3 days she is going. If husband says, whether it's truth or false, if he states, I am not happy to send you, then she is so happy to listen to that. Sita is very happy to hear this. And now, see, this is how Bhavbhuti manages the entire Ramayana. I just give a couple of other examples. When the Agni Prasanga comes, Agni Shuddhi Prasanga comes, he says, this story is, the last painting is Agni Shuddhi Prakarana. This is the statement by Lakshmana. He says, Yavadaryayaha Agno Vishuddhihi. Immediately, the reply from Rama, you should hear that. Yavadaryayaha Hutashane Vishuddhi. Shantam Papam. Shantam, don't tell this. Don't say this. Utpatti Pariputayaha. Kimasyah Pavanantaraihi. Sita is pure from her birth. Utpatti Pariputaya. Kimasyah Pavanantaraihi. What other fires will make her pure? No. It is the statement by Rama. Beautiful statement. Tirtho da kancha vannischa nanyata shuddhi marhataha. would you take Ganga and again pour another water to purify Ganga? Would you use fire to purify other fire to purify fire? No. She is like that. She herself is a fire. She herself is Tirthodaka. This is the beauty of Ram statement. Tirthodakancha vannischa nanyata shuddhim arhataha. He says, therefore, she says, Devi, Deva Yajana Sambhave, she addresses Sita. Prasida, please be pleased. Eshate jivitavadhi pravada. This somehow, because of me, you have this sort of unnecessary curse. Please pardon me. And then many other events. One more events I just quote here. When they look at the various events, in one place, he says, after looking at Janasthana painting, Athedam rakshobhi kanakaharana chadma vidhina yatha tatha vrittam papair vethayati tatha kshalitamapi. I have removed all those their doings, but still my heart breaks after looking at these paintings. Janasthane shunne vikalakaranaihi aryacharitaih abhigrava rodatyapi dalati vajrasya hridayam. Looking at Rama, even Vajra Hridaya has broken. That's what and Sita was listening to Lakshmana, and Lakshmana describes that how Rama was not, was crying for Sita. Then now she was very happy. She is feeling very, very happy. Rama is crying for me. That after looking at painting, Rama is crying for me. She feels very good. Then again, in one place, the situation comes. Ayam shailaha kakupasurabhir nama malyavan nama yasmin neelas digdha shrayati shikaram nutanastoyavaha aryenasmin. There he says, this beautiful fountain, beautiful mountain where Rama was crying, and from here Sita was taken. Then he says, Rama says, Virama Viramata Param Nakshamosmi. Virama Viramata, I cannot see this. Virama Virama, stop. I cannot see these paintings. Virama Viramata Nakshamosmi Pratyavatta Punarivasame Janaki Viprayogaha. Again, I am feeling that Janaki Viyoga has come. So with this, Rama expresses he says, Iyam Gehe Lakshmihi. Iyam Gehe, I did not translate, I think. Iyam Gehe Grihe Lakshmihi. Iyam Amrutavartir Nayanayoho. In my eyes, she is Amrutavarti. Rasau Vasya Sparsho Vapushi Bahulas Chandana Rasaha. If I apply Chandana Rasa in your body, what do you feel? Such feeling is her touch. Ayam Bahu Kanthe Shishiramasranaha Mauktika Saraha. Her Bahu in my Kantha is like Muktasara. Kimasyana Prayaha. What is that which is not pleasant for me? What is that which is not pleasant for me? Yadi Paramasahyastu. Only one thing which is not pleasant, which belongs to her, is Yadi Paramasahyastu Viraha. I cannot tolerate her Viraha. This is the beautiful love he expresses. And then finally, when the again situation comes, Sita goes, and this time Sita is very happy and she is not hurt. Even Rama has abandoned her. She is not hurt. She is living somewhere because she knows that Rama trusts her. Rama loves her. That's what required for a lady. Her dignity, her respect. In the entire Uttara Ramacharita, what I felt is, in each word and each statement, each Visheshana that is created by Uttara Bhavbhuti is expressing not only love of Rama, it is respect of Rama to Sita. Not only love, you should have respect for your wife. Love is one side, but respect is very important. That respect Rama, gives to Sita. That enjoyment we feel in Uttaramcharita. In one another situation, when he wanted to kill Shambhuka Vadha Prasanga, he opens his astra and takes up, and his mind says, don't kill, because his eyes are closed and doing tapasya. It is not good to kill a person in this situation. But he says his body, his hasta, he hasta dakshina mritasya shishordvijasya jivatave visraja shudra mono kripanam. He says, now you just throw the weapon on the head of this Shambhuka, because Ramasya Gatramasi. Use Rama's hand. You are Rama's hand. And you don't have any daya. Sita vivasana patoh karuna kutaste. Sitam, so you are abandoned wife, and you don't have any karuna. Therefore, you don't need to cry to kill Shambhuka. You do this. This is the statement, this is the expression of Rama. Finally, I enjoyed one shloka about Dampatya, which is very beautiful in Uttara Ramacharita. We can sum up entire Uttara Ramacharita is in only one shloka. That is, I would urge each one of you to read Uttara Ramacharita either by translation also. There are good, beautiful translations are available. Advaitam sukhadukhayoho anugatam sarvasavasthasu yat vishramo hridayasya yatra rajasa yasmin naharyo rasaha ayam kalena varanatyat parinate sneha sare sthitam bhadram tasya sumanushasya kathamapekam hi tat prarthate. This Advaita. And now we have great couples here in this hall. They can express what is this Advaita. So this is Advaita Bhava. This husband and wife relation is not just, it is to celebrate like Advaita. If you celebrate Advaita, then celebrate Dampatya also. This is one sort of, in Bhede Sati Bheda Prapanche Advaitam. With these beautiful, we can see Rama is not Rama, Rama is Sita Rama. Thank you very much. I offer this lecture in memory of great Sri Raghavan, and whom I admired through his works, and I could see him, his personality, his scholarship only through his words and his works. A scholar lives long, he never dies. Sringara Prakasha again revived by him. It is only a scholar, equal scholar like Bhoja can do this. It is, I consider Raghavan, Bhoja has taken one more incarnation in the form of Raghavan. Therefore, he could revive his own work in different form. Today we have that great work, and I am really thankful to Nandini Akka for inviting me, for giving opportunity to share some of my thoughts. Because as I said, I am not a Sahitika, but at the same time I am a Sahridaya. Therefore, I can read, enjoy, and share with the rest of share with the rest today in this memorial lecture. I have shared my own rasa instead of just some my readings I have shared with all of you. If you enjoyed this, I consider I am fortunate to share my thoughts here. With these words, in coming days, as Nandini Akka said, because Professor Raghavan, he was a poet, he was a writer. He wrote the plays, and then he also took the part in that. It's very difficult. Writing poem, writing plays is one part, and again taking play, giving directions, again being the part of it, it's so great personality, and we cannot see such scholars. And we should really make him live through his activities. I am thankful to Nandini Akka and the Chennai disciples should continue this legacy. It is not only Nandini Akka's responsibility. She is doing that with all love and respect, and others should hold this responsibility, shoulder this responsibility. That is our great responsibility to continue this legacy. I'm also happy to do something for continuation of this activity. With these words, I again thank you all. Namaskara.
Thank you, sir, for that very elevating speech, especially your comparison of emotional handling of the characters of Rama and Sita by Bhavabhuti and Kalidasa, which is a very excellent description, and also the different scenes from Uttar Ramacharitam. The prime crown was this concluding shloka on Advaita and Dampatya. I remember Professor Narasimhachari once explained to me this verse. I wanted to print it for a marriage invitation. He said, take this. This is a very good example of, Ardhanarishwara aspect also. Thank you, sir. That was really very nice of you to take this subject, because again, I'm sure Dr. Raghavan is blessing you from heavens. Ramayana is his favorite subject. And just like Bhoja, he has extensively written on Ramayana, right from those days. He was born in a star of Punarvasu, and he passed away on a Ramanavami. So true Rama Bhakta, not one day passed without his reading of one chapter of Ramayana, whether he was in India or traveling abroad for international conferences. That was his true devotion to Lord Rama. Thank you so much for this very enlightening talk. And we will now proceed, before we proceed to the short excerpt from, actually I had requested sir to speak on Kavyeshu Natakam Ramyam, so that I could connect it to the fifth act of Shakuntalam. But sir chose this, which is really very nice. Today is also Punarvasu Star. So the talk on Rama is really very elevating. I wish to quickly thank him and also the people associated with this event, my Sanskrit Ranga team, technical experts here, the hall premises authorities, Venkatesh and Murugan for technical assistance, and all others who have been involved, Dr. Sumitra who has sung the prayer. I thank all of them, and especially the audience, Brahmasri Kashamut Shastrigal, and many eminent artists and musicians and dignitaries have come. And I also see very enterprising young Sanskrit students. Some of them I know very well. They have all come here. I'm glad. And with you being at the helm of affairs, I hope Tamil Nadu kind of brings back the glory of Sanskrit. Tamil Nadu doesn't have any support for Sanskrit, let me tell you. The governmental support is zero. It was happening even during the last 10 years of Dr. Raghavan, which he has profusely explained about this in many articles and his speeches, how Tamil Nadu is not supporting, taking a stand for Sanskrit. With you at the Epicus institution, many things have to happen here for Sanskrit, and you will be the ambassador bridging all these differences. Thank you, sir, again. We will now proceed with the excerpt from Shakuntalam, because we wanted to have some cultural program, and then I thought we'll just have one scene for you to have a glimpse, so that the next production you will all come in large numbers to witness the full play of Bhagavad Achukiyam, which will happen soon. By Dr. Raghavan for staging authentic Sanskrit plays. We'll be presenting a short excerpt from Kalidasa's Shakuntalam, the fifth act, in an abridged form. Just for those who would like to have a small introduction for this scene. In the fifth act of Shakuntalam, King Dushyanta is interrupted during his royal duties by a group of forest ascetics with a message from sage Kanva, including women among them. This unexpected visit fills Dushyanta with unease as he wonders about their purpose. As Shakuntala approaches, a sinister omen is observed, indicating trouble ahead. Despite seeing her, Dushyanta restrains himself from staring at another man's wife. One of Kanva's messengers informs Dushyanta that Shakuntala's secret marriage isn't displeasing to Kanva, and they must now perform their marital duties. However, Dushyanta has no recollection of their marriage, leading to confusion and accusations from Shakuntala. The ascetics prepare to leave, leaving the decision to Dushyanta. Consulting with the royal priest, Dushyanta debates the consequences of his actions. Before he can decide, Shakuntala disappears mysteriously, leaving Dushyanta questioning his actions and whether he has betrayed her. Actors in the order of their appearance: Kanchukin, Dr. Santosh; Purohita, Dr. P. Ramachandra Shekhar; King Dushyanta, Sri P.G. Subramanian; Shakuntala, Srimati Sushama Ranganathan; Gautami, Srimati Shyamala Srivatsan; Sharangraba, Sri Prakash Kaushik; Sharadvata, Sri Shivarama Krishnan. Veena accompaniment, Mudigundan, Vidwan Mudigundan Sri Ramesh. Percussive accompaniment, Sri K.R. Venkata Subramaniam. Samskrita Rangas Mangalam, which will conclude the play, will be sung by Dr. V. Sumitra. It is a composition of Dr. Raghavan. On to fifth act of Shakuntalam.
ईदृशीम् अवस्थां प्रतिपन्नोऽस्मि। एष देवः। जयतु जयतु देवः। एते खलु हिमगिरेः उपत्यकारण्यवासिनः काश्यपसन्देशमादाय सस्त्रीकाः तपस्विनः सम्प्राप्ताः। श्रुत्वा देवः प्रमाणम्।
किं काश्यपसन्देशहारिणः?
अथ किम्?
तेन हि मद्वचनात् विज्ञाप्यताम् उपाध्यायः सोमरातः। अमुन् आश्रमवासिनः श्रौतेन विधिना सत्कृत्य स्वयमेव प्रवेशयितुम् अर्हति इति। अहमपि तपस्वी दर्शन उचिते प्रदेशे स्थितः प्रतिपालयामि।
यदाज्ञापयति देवः।
सर्वः प्रार्थितमर्थम् अधिगम्य सुखी संपद्यते जन्तुः। राज्ञां तु चरितार्थता दुःखान्तरैव।
शारद्वत् महाभागः कामं नरपतिः अभिन्न स्थितिः अहो न कश्चित् वर्णानाम् अपथम् अपकृष्टोऽपि भजते तथापि इदं शश्वत् परिचित विविक्तेन मनसा जनाकीर्णं मन्ये हुतवः परीतं गृहमिव।
जाने भवान् पुरप्रवेशात् एत्थं पुतः संवृत्तः अहमपि अभ्यक्तमिव स्नातः शुचिः अशुचिमिव प्रबुद्धमिव सुप्तम् बद्धमिव स्वैरगतिः जनमिह सुखमिव अवै
किं खलु मे वामेतरं नयनं विस्फुरति
जाते प्रतिहतम् अमङ्गलं सुखानि ते भर्तृकुलदेवतां वितरन्तु
भोः तपस्विनः असौ अत्र भवान् वर्णाश्रमाणां रक्षिता प्रागेव मुक्तासनः वः प्रतिपादयति
भो महाब्राह्मण
पश्यत येन
कामम् एतत् अभिनन्दनीयम् अथापि वयमत्र मध्यस्थाः
देव पश्यतु प्रसन्नमुखवर्णाः दृश्यन्ते जानामि विश्रब्धकार्या ऋषयः
अथ अत्र भवति कास्वित् अवकुण्ठनवती नाति परिस्फुटशरीरलावण्य मध्ये तपोधनानां किसलयमिव पाण्डुपत्राणां भवतु अनिर्वर्णनीयं फलकळत्रम्
राजन् कश्चित् एषा उपाध्यायसन्देशः तं देवः श्रोतुमर्हति
अवहितोऽस्मि
जयस्व राजन्
सर्वान् अभिवादय
इष्टेन युज्यस्व
अपि निर्विघ्नतपसो मुनयः
कुतः धर्मक्रिया विघ्नः सतां रक्षितरि त्वयि तमस्तपति घर्मांशौ कथम् आविर्भविष्यति
अर्थवान् खलु मे राजशब्दः अथ भगवान् काश्यपः लोकानुग्रहाय कुशली
स्वाधीनकुशलाः सिद्धिमन्तः सः भवन्तम् अनामयप्रश्नपूर्वकम् इदमाह
किम् आज्ञापयति भगवान्
यत् मिथः समयात् इमां मदीयां दुहितरां भवान् उपायं तत् मया प्रीतिमता युवयोः अनुज्ञातं कुतः त्वम् अर्हतां प्राक्रसरः स्मृतोऽसि यत् शकुन्तला मूर्तिमती च सत्क्रिया समानयं स्तुल्यगुणं वधूवरं चिरस्य वाच्यं न गतः प्रजापतिः तदिदानीं आपन्नसत्त्वा प्रतिगृह्यतां सहधर्मचरणाय इति
आर्य किमपि वक्तुकामास्मि न मे वचनावसरः अस्ति कथमिति न अपेक्षितो गुरुजनः अनया न खलु पृष्टश्च बन्धुजनाः परस्परस्मिन्नेव चरिते भणामि किम् एकैकम्
इन्नु खलु आर्यपुत्रः बनति
किमिदम् उपन्यस्तम्
भावकः खलु वचन उपन्यासः
कथमिदं नाम ननु भवन्ते एव सुतरां लोकवृत्तान्तनिष्णाताः सतीमपि ज्ञातिकुलैकसंश्रयां जनः भर्तृमतीम् अन्यथा विशङ्कते अतः समीपे परिणेतुः इष्यते प्रिया अप्रिया वा प्रमदा स्वबन्धुभिः
किञ्च अत्र भवति मया परिणीतपूर्व
हृदये साम्प्रतं ते आशङ्का
किं कृतकार्यद्वेषः धर्मं प्रति विमुखता कृतावज्ञा
कुतोऽयम् असत्कल्पना प्रश्नः
मूर्च्छन्त्यमी विकाराः प्रायेण ऐश्वर्यमत्तेषु
विशेषेण अधिक्षिप्तोऽस्मि
जाति मुहूर्तं मा लज्जस्व अपनेष्यामि तावत्ते अवगुण्ठनं ततः त्वां भर्ता अभिज्ञास्यति
स्फुटकान्ति प्रथम परिगृहीतं स्यात् न वा इति व्यवस्यन्ति भ्रमरैव विभाते कुन्दमन्तस्तुषा न च खलु परिभोक्तुं नैव शक्नोमि हातुम्
भो राजन् किमिति जोषमास्यति
भोस्तपोदनाः चिन्तयन्नपि न खलु स्वीकरणम् अत्र भवत्याः स्मरामि तत् कथम् इमाम् अभिव्यक्त सत्त्वलक्षणां प्रति आत्मानं क्षेत्रिणम् आशङ्कमानः प्रतिपत्स्ये
आर्यस्य परिणये एव सन्देहः कुत इदानीं मे दूराधिरोहिणी आशा
मा तावत् कृताभिमर्शाम् अनुमन्यमानः सुतां त्वया नाम मुनिर्विमान्यः मुष्टं प्रतिग्राहयता स्वमर्थं पात्रीकृतो दस्युरिवासियेन
शार्ङ्गरव विरमत्वमिदानीं शकुन्तले वक्तव्यम् उक्तमस्माभिः सोऽयम् अत्र भवान् एव मा धन्यता प्रत्युत्तरम्
इदम् अवस्थान्तरं गते तादृशे अनुरागे किं वा स्मारितेन आत्मा इदानीं शोचनीयति व्यवसितं यत् आर्यपुत्र संशयित इदानीं न एष समुदाचारः पौरव न युक्तं नामते पुरा आश्रमपदे स्वभावोक्तान हृदयम् इमं जनं समयपूर्वं प्रतार्य ईदृशैः अक्षरैः प्रत्याख्यातुं
शान्तं पापं व्यपदेशम् आविलयितुं किमीहसे जलमिमं च पातयितुं कूलङ्कषा इव सिन्धुः प्रसन्नमम्बः तटतरुं च
भवतु यदि परमार्थतः परपरिग्रहशङ्किना त्वया एवं वक्तुं प्रवृत्तं तत् अभिज्ञानेन अनेन तव आशङ्काम् अपनेष्यामि
उदारः कल्पः
अङ्गुलिः शून्या मे अङ्गुलिः
नूनं शक्रावताराभ्यन्तरे शचीतीर्थसलिलं वन्दमानायाः प्रपृष्टम् अङ्गुलीयकम्
इदं तत् प्रत्युत्पन्नमिति स्त्रैणमित्यदुच्यते
अत्र तावत् विधिना दर्शितं प्रभुत्वं परं ते कथयिष्यामि
श्रोतव्यमिदानीं संवृत्तम्
ननु एकस्मिन् दिवसे नवमालिका मण्डपे नळिनीपत्र भाजनगतमुदकं तव हस्ते सन्निहितमासीत्
शृणुमस्तावत्
तत्क्षणे समे पुत्रकृतकः दीर्घापाङ्गो नाम मृगपूतकः उपस्थितः त्वया अयं तावत् प्रथमं पिबतु इति अनुकम्पिना उपचन्दित उदकेन न पुनः ते अपरिचयात् हस्ताभ्यासम् उपगतः पश्चात् तस्मिन्नेव मया गृहीते सलिले अनेन कृतः प्रणयः तदा त्वम् इत्थं प्रहसितोऽसि सर्वः सगन्धेषु विश्वसिति द्वावपि अत्र आरण्यकौ इति
एवमादिभिः आत्मकार्यनिर्वर्तिनीनाम् अमृतमय वाङ्मधुभिः आकृष्यन्ते विषयिनः
महाभाग न अर्हसि एवं मन्त्रयितुं तपोवनसंवर्धितः अनभिज्ञोऽयं जनः कैतवस्य
तापसवृद्धे स्त्रीणाम् अशिक्षितपटुत्वम् अमानुषीषु सन्दृश्यते किमुत याः प्रतिबोधवत्यः प्राक् अन्तरिक्षगमनात् स्वम् अपत्यजातम् अन्यैः द्विजैः परभृताः खलु पोषयन्ति।
अनार्ये आत्मनो हृदयानुमानेन पश्यसि कः इदानीम् अन्यः धर्मकञ्चुकप्रवेशिणः तृणच्छन्न कूपोपमस्य तव अनुकृतिं प्रतिपत्स्यते।
भद्रे प्रतितं दुष्यन्तस्य चरितं तथापि इदं न लक्ष्ये।
सुष्ठु तावत् तत्र स्वच्छन्दचारिणी कृतास्मि। ह्यहमद्य पुरुवंशप्रत्ययेन मुखमदोः हृदयस्थितविषस्य हस्ताभ्यासमुपगता।
इत्थम् आत्मकृतं प्रतिहतं चापलं दहति। अतः परीक्ष्य कर्तव्यं। विशेषा संगतं रहः अज्ञात हृदयेषु एवं वैरी भवति सौहृदम्।
भोस्तपोदनाः किम् अत्र भवति अस्मात् प्रत्युत शोजाक्षरैः क्षुणुत।
श्रुतं भवद्भिः अधरोत्तर आजन्मनः शाठ्यम् अशिक्षितो यः तस्य जनस्य वचनम् अप्रमाणम् परातिसन्धानमधीयते यैः विद्येति ते सन्तु किल आप्तवाचः।
ओ सत्यवादी अभ्युपगतं तावत् अस्माभिः एव किं पुनः इमाम् अतिसन्धाय लभ्यते।
विनिपातः
पौरवैः प्रार्थयति न श्रद्धेयम्।
शार्ङ्गरव किम् उत्तरेण अनुष्ठितः गुरोः सन्देशः प्रतिनिवर्तामहे। राजन् तदेष भवतः कान्ता त्यज वा येन गृहाणः उपपन्ना हि कार्येषु प्रभुता सर्वतोमुखी। गौतमी गच्छ अग्रतः।
कथमनेन कीटवेन विप्रलब्धास्मि। यूयमपि मां परित्यजत।
वत्स सारङ्गव अनुगच्छति इयं खलु न करुणपरिदेविनी शकुन्तला प्रत्यादेशपरुषे भद्री किं वा मे पुत्रिका करोतु।
किं पुरोभागे स्वातन्त्र्यमवलम्बसे शकुन्तले यदि यथा वदति क्षितिपः तथा त्वमसि किं पितुरुत्कुलया त्वया। अथ तु वेत्सि शुचिव्रतमात्मनः पतिकुले तव दास्यमपि क्षमम्। तिष्ठ साधयामो वयम्।
भोस्तपोदनाः किमत्र भवतीं विप्रलभसे। कुमुदान्येव शशाङ्कः सविता बोधयति पङ्कजान्येव। वशिनां हि परपरिग्रह परिश्लेष पराङ्मुखी वृत्तिः।
यदा तु पूर्ववृत्तम् अन्यसङ्गात् विस्मृतो भवान् तदा कथम् अधर्मभीरुः।
अत्र गुरुलाघवं पृच्छामि। मूढः स्यामहम्। एषा वा वदेत् मिथ्या इति संशये। धारत्यागी भवामि। आहो परस्त्री स्पर्शपांसुला।
यदि तावत् एवं क्रियताम्।
अनुशास्तु मां भवान्।
अत्र भवती आं प्रसवात् अस्मद्गृहे तिष्ठति। कुतः इदम् उच्यते इति चेत् भवान् पूर्वमेव साधुभिः उद्दिष्टः चक्रवर्तिनं पुत्रं जनयिष्यति। स चेत् मुनिदौहित्रः तल्लक्षणोपपन्नः। तर्हि अभिनन्द्य सिद्धान्तम् वर्यये तु पितुः समीपनयनम् अस्याः अवस्थितमेव।
यथा गुरुभ्यो रोचते।
वत्से अनुगच्छ माम्।
वसुदे देहि मे विवर देहि मे विवर
ఆశ్చర్యం 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 ఆశ్చర్యం
किन्नु खलु स्यात्
राजन् परावृत्तेषु कण्वशिष्येषु सा निन्दन्ति स्वानि भाग्यानि बाला बाहुक्षेपं क्रन्दितुं च प्रवृत्ता
किमिव
स्त्री संस्थानं च अप्सरस्तीर्थम् आरात् उत्क्षिप्य एनां ज्योतिरेकं जगाम
भगवन् प्रागपि सः अस्माभिः प्रत्यादिष्ट एव किं वृथेन तर्केण अन्विष्यते विश्राम्यतु भवान्
विजयस्व
शयनमूभिमार्गम् आदेशे तेतो देव कामं प्रत्यादिष्टां मुनेः तनयां परिग्रहं न स्मरामि बलवत्तु दूयमान प्रत्याययतीव मे हृदयम्
विजयत मद्रप्रदेशोऽप्यसौ जीयात् संस्कृतरङ्गयेशः विजयत श्रीराघवो अस्मद्गुरुः आवात्स्यायनतन्त्रम् आश्रुतिशिरः सर्वं दशां साहित्ये बिभ्राण अमरभारती नवनवोन्मेषैः समुजृम्भत बिभ्राण अमरभारती नवनवोन्मेषैः समुजृम्भत नवनवो